Hi there, Uncle David here watching MPH TV Nothing Pro here. In 2022, we have no shortage of simulator. Train simulator is one of those. We have a lot of them. JR East Train Simulator is the newer one that I have just come across on Steam. Absolutely no idea where it came from. I've never heard of it before, but look at this. This is definitely a train simulator based in Japan. As you can see, it's Tokyo there. And for those of you who are a train simulator fan, especially back from the 90s like myself, you will have played the train simulator game from the Japanese called Densha De Go. Looking at the footage here as we are launching the game, I'm really hoping this game is going to give me a lot of Densha De Go vibe and maybe some surprises. So without further ado, let's jump right in and see what this game has to offer. Alright, so first up we are into this main menu. Now let's take a look of settings. Obviously every time when we fire a game we go into the options menu here. So under the system we can set the easy, mid or hard for the stop position margin, station waiting time skip, ATS confirmation, okay, EB. That's the emergency braking. I guess deadman reset. Set the deadman emergency button reset to automatic or manual. I mean, even though I like train simulator, I don't actually know much about trains. So for those of you who may know what this is, please let us know in the comments down below. Stop position correction and ATS brake reset. Display is basically just about how the HUD gonna show up in this format. Sound, just the general overall volume of the whole simulator, and then graphics we've got low, mid, high and very high. High water video threshold, not really sure what that is. Set the number of segments of GPU processors per frame. Normally there is no need to change these settings, etc, etc, etc. The recommended value is 5. So let's go back out and start driving. Or here we are. Looks like we have got 3 lines to play. The first one is Tokaido line, Jewel line, and Oido line. So let's pick the first one, Tokaido line. We're gonna start from Tokyo to Shimbashi and on to Shinagawa. Looks like there are some other stations behind or after Shinagawa, Kawasaki, Yokohama, Odawara, and Atami, but looks like they're all grayed out, so maybe it's something that we have to unlock as we progress, but I guess we'll find out. So here we are, we've got presented with the whole route here, and obviously we got way more stop than the major ones that was shown in the previous screen. We got Tokyo, Shimbashi, Shinagawa, Kawasaki, Yokohama, Otsuka, Ofuna, Fujisawa, and Tsujito, and etc, etc, etc. So what am I going to do here? I'm gonna is this the loading screen? I don't think so. I don't think this is the... Oh, okay, I can click. Okay, right, maybe this is for picking the starting station. Could be. Alright, well, let's stick with Tokyo. How do I proceed? Enter. Alright, so that was the enter key. And graphics wise is nice. I mean, it was realistic photo, right? So it's gonna be nice. Currently stopping at the station. Please wait until the pilot lamp turns off. As we can see there's the HUD on the top right corner with the current time, STA stopping at what station we are at the moment, the speed, the remaining distance to the next stop, and wait, hang on a second, look at the graphics. This is not 3D graphics. This is actual realistic real world footage. Seriously, this is real world footage. There's no way this is 3D rendered. Alright, please release the brake using comma and accelerate using Z. Alright, so I'm using the comma to... Okay, so as you can see there, that's the braking force. Or is the braking level here is B5. So as I press comma, It goes on to B4, B3, B2, B1, and 0. And as you can see, the BC level dropped to 0. That means our train is now completely released from break. The BC thing I learned from Train Sim World, literally a few days ago. Alright, so let's move the train forward and accelerate using Z. So Z, okay, as you can see, we are now at P1, power level 1. And as we move, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is I'm guessing the way that they make this game is they snap a cameras onto the front of the train or somewhere in the train that has got the correct FOV, and then they slap this, you know, computer generated or rendered interior onto the video. But even still, look at the interior dashboard. It's actually very well made. It blends into the video very well. Alright, so we're at P1, very slow. So let's bump up the speed to P4, and we're going faster now. And obviously, the video plays faster to match the speed. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is insane. It's real world footage. Real world footage. Forget about how realistic the graphics looks like. Forget about if it is one-to-one realistic to real world. Is it missing any landmarks, building, etc.? Like, this is it. Look at the people on the platform. They're real people moving. They're real people walking on the platform. I mean, of course they're real people, because this is a real world video clip, basically, playing in front of us. And the speed of the playback, I'm assuming, is dependent on how fast our train is going. So that's why we saw the people on the platform was moving a little bit too fast. But still, this is phenomenal. This is basically a dream comes true for any simulator fan. Alright, so let's go back to coast. Then we have to prepare stopping the train. We got 200 meters to go. It's probably going a bit too fast now. Hopefully we're not gonna overshoot. Okay, the brake is too strong. Okay, so we're approaching. Okay, alright, that would do. That would do. That's good enough. That's good enough. Alright, so okay, as we can see, the people on the platform stop. Basically, the whole footage went into a pause mode as we stopped the train. Now, from what I've researched on about this game, basically it was a quick 5 minutes Google search, is that this game is not actually built as a game. This is a direct port of the train simulator they use in Japan for real life. So you can imagine why they're putting real world footage for the actual driver training program. Alright, so what did I have to do? Comma to lower the brake level and press Z to accelerate. So as we move, I will assume the people on the platform will start moving. And is that true? Yes, you can see the arm of that man just moved as we moving along the platform. This is insane. Now those traffic lights looks a little bit like rendered when I looked at it carefully. I could be wrong though. Let's look at the next one. Let's look at the next one. So we got the traffic light up there at the top. Yeah, so that one does look like it's a rendered one, got snapped onto the video. That is even more impressive if that's the case. This game, although it's not cheap at all on Steam, currently no special, but when I come across the name and when I come across the footage and pictures of, you know, screenshots, I can't skip this one. I can't skip this one. Being a massive Densha De Go fan back in the days, and now I've got a modern version of it. I have to give it a go. I have to give it a go. Like, look at this. We got real train moving along us, alongside us, and yeah, I think the traffic light is definitely rendered onto there. But still, forget about those things. Flight Simulator is as realistic as we get, but there's still nowhere near this because this is literally the real world. It's literally the real world. Wow. Wow, so for those of you who are a train simulator fan, I still say games like Train Sim World is probably a lot better in terms of being a game, being a product, a lot more polished, a lot more complete as a package goes. But here we are driving train in Tokyo in Japan, one of the most famous train network in the world. And what more can I ask for? What more can I ask for? Realistic footage, very nicely made dashboard integrated into the videos, very well blending. The sound is actually pretty good. We got the legit sound from the system, from the bell, from the doors as well, from the warnings on the platform when the doors closing. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is definitely what we would call a simulator. It reminds me of one of those arcade games that you sit inside a box and then it has this massive TV in front of you playing real world roller coaster footage when the box move along. I'm assuming they still have things like that at the moment, but this, I've never imagined someone will make this onto a PC as a game, onto Steam as well. No way I would have ever dreamed about this. At the end of the day, simulator is a very niche thing, so this may never have a chance to go onto how the major games gonna be developed from now on into the future. But still, okay, so we missed by 350 centimeters. I'm so noob in this one, but at least we arrived at the second station. And I guess that's pretty much for the video. And it's a game say thank you for driving. So I think there are more stations after Shinagawa. I'm not quite sure how we can unlock those ones, maybe through DLCs. They do have a few DLCs, which is quite expensive, I have to say. However, I can see a lot of potentials in this game. And again, especially for those of you who are a train simulator fan, in particular back from the 90s, if you have played Densha De Go, this is definitely a game that you should give it a go. At the moment, it's not cheap, so I would highly recommend you to wait for it to go on sale, if it will go on sale ever. Hopefully it will. But in saying that, thank you so much for watching. This is just a quick video on what I found on Steam just in these few days. Never heard of this before, just all of a sudden pop up in my queue in the store on Steam. So thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye for now.